Okay, after a long process, I've now added the chain rudder for the rudder, which is done by securing it with an eye bolt. As you can see, I've now secured the rudder chain, which is done by adding eye bolts to the sides and the mizzenmast chain rails and attaching it to the eye bolt on the back of the rudder. Same on the other side. What I'm going to be doing now is adding the Victory decal, which is right here. As you can see, it's just stuck on here at the bottom. It's water decal, and we're then going to go over it with some clear matte finish to seal it onto the actual surface. The Victory decal is now in place, and I've added the 3 pendant flags by tying it around the second shroud and the block on the mizzenmast yard. What I'm doing now is adding the final flags, which is this. This is 2 halves that are made into 1 flag, and then this is taken and tied around the pendant on the top mast so it can fly about freely. It's tied like this to make a loop. Okay, I've added the cherubs. One of them's painted red and the other one is white, and I've also added the final flag. So as of now, the model is completely finished. All I've got to do all I have left to do is make some of the accessories and put them on a ship, and then some figures. So it's like a day or two's worth of work left to do. So what I'm going to do now is I actually need to make space for this, and then when I've done that I will continue planking the next the barge, I think it is, this one, because the rest I have planked already. Okay, so before I put the ship away for now, what I have to do is figure out what figures I want to use, because there's hundreds of them, not dozens of them, and they will have to go somewhere. So I've decided on a couple here. I've decided to have the Admiral and the Captain and the, not sure what this guy is, the 3 leaders, let's say, and 4 crew members. One of them is going to be climbing up the rigging, because he is in sort of a position like this, where he could be standing on top of rigging. And the other one, these 2 with their arms out like this, they're going to be adjusting some of the rigging. And then this one's just going to be standing next to a cannon with a muffle pole that you put into the cannon barrel. And yeah, what I'm going to do is select where I want to position them, and then drill the holes in the deck to correspond with the holes on their feet. So I've had a little tidy up of the area. I've put this used to be this way up, but there wasn't enough space for it, so it was touching the ceiling. There was about 6 centimeters extra I needed, so I decided to flip it, because it still fits somehow, just, and put it here. left on the stand, as you can see. I've taken the figures out and put a little piece of paper telling me which one goes where, and I've got the figures here ready to paint, and so I've got this left to do. I've got this pinnace to build, these are built. I've got some kitting out to do for them, for both of them. I've got these gratings to fit in, and the decorations and the oars, and I've got to build the 2 cannons. For they're not in use, they're going to be wrapped around in a piece of rope, and that's it. So what I've done is I've started making the rest of the boats, finished planking all 3 of them, as you can see. Now what we're going to start by doing is making the barge and the pinnace. And the barge, we're going to have to, we've added the flooring on, the edges, the double whale, and these gratings I'm going to fit on after I've painted them. Painted the inside, so it's going to be painted like that. And then the 18-foot cutter is the same thing, so you can see, like that. So I'm just going to paint it, and then we'll be moving on to kitting these out, I believe. Okay, so this is now the finished cutter. I have to paint all these sections black on the top. The bottom sections are now painted. And then when that's done, I'm going to paint the outside, which is white, and it has a yellow strip at the top and a black one in the middle, just like the launch, but the black strip is a bit thinner. As you can see, this is now my completed barge. It's turned out beautifully. For a second I thought I'm going to have to do these lines freehand because the wood is actually not the smoothest thing in the world, so I thought I'd have to do it like the launch, but I think I may go over the launch and paint it again because it does look quite ugly. Yeah, I did not do a very good job, so this is a sort of quality I'm aiming for throughout the whole project. So this is a completed ship. What I'm going to do now is start working on the barge. So I'm going to start painting the inside. I've now finished painting the interior of the barge, and what I'm going to do now is add on the I'm going to start kitting out the barge, which is going to be done by adding loads of these planks on the side, and then adding seats on the sides like we have before, and a rudder, and the ploughed front. So it's basically the same as this. By the way, I forgot to make the rudder for this boat, so I'm going to make it now. As you can see, I've finished adding the boats. They're all done and in position. The last thing I've got to do is I'm not sure if I'll add these or not. You know, I don't think I will. You're supposed to have 2 spare cannons, but I don't think I will because I think it looks a bit tacky. So last thing I've got to do is start painting these figures. So I'll show you in a second how we're going to paint them. So first thing we're going to start painting is a crew member with a spike. So it's just nice and simple. I'm going to paint him flesh, red ochre jacket, brown trousers, green cap, and a spike I'm not going to have, but I'm going to have one of these holding a spike, which is going to be this one. This one's going to be holding a spike, which I've already made here. So I'm going to paint it that way. I'm going to prime all of these first with metal primer. So yeah. As you can see, I've now finished painting both of the crew members. Now we're going to paint the two of these crew members. That's this one, gun captain, and he's just going to have simple flesh, grey trousers, belt, and the red handkerchief around his neck. So that's literally it.